right, ball ready and loaded for Johnny Candido. His opening attempt, 232.5 kilos.
Easy! Woo!
All the lifters in this group.
Get it!
83 kilos, 180.
Let's go, Candido!
Come on, Johnny!
Yeah!
And what do the judges say? It is a good lift. 3 weight lift for Johnny. He's in the right. Johnny Candido.
Johnny, one more!
Yeah, let's go!
250 kilos, 551 pounds.
Go!
Can he finish? He does not. He'll finish with 245 kilos.
Green white light is a good opener.
Come on, Johnny, push it, push it!
Extends at the arm flip. As we were mentioning earlier, third attempts are very important, but they're also a place where
Push it
people
up!
are trying maximum attempts. So far in this group class.
Now! Wait up!
Pull it.
Now!
Pulls it up.
Right.
You see it's a good move into the medal. This is a bronze medal puller here.
Let's go!
And he remains at game.
What's going on, everybody? I just want to talk to you guys really quickly about the Arnold Classic. And obviously it didn't go as well as I planned at all, and I didn't really hit anything I wanted to numbers wise, and my total in the end of the day was actually a little bit worse than last meet, and that's the first time that's ever happened to me, and I don't anticipate that's gonna happen anytime soon again. And the biggest reason is that I just came in way underweight. As you could tell, I wrote in the video that I weighed 176, or just even slightly under that. So obviously this wasn't intentional, as I am in the 183 pound weight class, and in my last meet I weighed 182, so I was already pushing the limit, and I really just couldn't afford to lose that type of weight. It just happened because I really was being careless, and usually what I do is I usually do not track my body weight or calorie intake very specifically, usually just very loosely. And what happens is I eat really the same foods, so I don't have that much variation. So usually I can stay at the same body weight without really trying too hard. But the problem was, I think the problem was that I was getting a little bit stressed out leading up to the meet, so I think that stress was suppressing my appetite. And the reason why I didn't catch on to this right away was because I wasn't sure how accurate my scale was. Because I have two scales, and one is just way off. So I was thinking I would weigh myself midday and I would weigh 182 or 183, and I was thinking, okay, maybe this scale's just a little bit off and my morning weight's really 182 or 183. But then come the meet, I just found out I was just way underweight, and it's really hard to recover from that once you realize that you're just that far under. And even if I did intentionally want to lose weight, I could do that with having a better total, because then I would adjust my programming and I would plan for it. Whereas now my workouts, as you guys heard, where I was just surprised that my high bar squat just went down in the tank, and I didn't realize really what was happening, what was causing it. So if I really knew that this was this body weight problem, then I'd be able to adjust my programming, then I wouldn't go to failure, because I actually went to failure 3 straight squat workouts, and I wasn't able to deadlift heavy after those because I was so burnt out and I really just wasn't understanding what was going on. So that's why my clarity video, I kind of hinted at that possibility of failure because I knew the preparation for this meet just was not going that well. But anyways, enough with the excuses. The good news is what this does is this now teaches me exactly what I need to do moving forward and what adjustments I need to make. Now I need to take nutrition a lot more seriously so that I do not ever allow this to happen again. So really, once you compete in a powerlifting meet, I don't think you can ever compete and not learn something new. There's always something that comes up that you now realize that you need to adjust because there's really no hiding at a powerlifting meet. You can kind of pretend that your maxes are at a certain level, but then once you go to a meet, it just, you find out and that's it. That number just stares at you. There's nothing you can do to change it. So now I need to make my adjustments. Now I know exactly what I want to do moving forward, and I'll have a separate video right after this video tomorrow that will explain exactly what I'm going to do training wise and my next goals and my competitions coming up. I also want to say that this brings an important point about the channel itself, about Candito Training, is that it's not just about me giving you guys information as if I know everything, but I'm also figuring everything out myself. It's also about the journey, because I don't think that there's anybody who has every single thing figured out or who is flawless every single competition. You're always trying to get better, and I'm certainly not satisfied with where I'm at right now. I also want to say that besides the actual competition, the whole experience of the Arnold Sports Festival, the Expo, and everything was really fun. It was just a really good experience. And it was really interesting to meet some other YouTubers as well as meet some fans, some subscribers. And it was just really a positive experience. It was really interesting to see. I hung around Chelsea from Chelsea Lifts the majority of the time at the Expo, and she's extremely nice. I'll put a link to the description of her channel. I've mentioned her before. But also other YouTubers as well. Just seeing them, it's really weird because it's like you imagine that they're different than they are in person. When you see them in person, they're just genuine people. And it's really just weird because you almost imagine that they're a different persona, that they're almost above people, but you see them and they just are like everybody else, just really nice people. Last thing I want to mention is a shout out to John Downing. I embedded his video right after the lifting footage of mine, and he squatted 578 pounds. He had the biggest squat of the whole competition for the 83 kilogram weight class, for the 183 pound weight class. So I just want you guys to check out his channel. He is extremely strong and just a really nice guy. He had a similar experience with me though, in that his total really wasn't what he wanted it to be, and it was actually a little lower than his last meet. But both of us are really looking to bounce back and really focus on our training moving forward. Alright, that's it guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'm sorry I couldn't really deliver on this one, but it was a great experience and it was cool. That video of Arnold I thought was really cool. So overall, I'm satisfied with it. Make sure to like the video, support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching guys. Peace!